Okay guys, another update on the Cozy build. I'm today working on the turtleback, and I have got the first two layers of fiberglass laid in today. I'm going to let that dry and I'll zip this off with the oscillating machine or oscillating tool. So small steps at a time, guys. It takes a lot of time to build this thing. Okay guys, yesterday I worked on the TB1 bulkhead of the canopy and glassed it up. It dried overnight, and today I'm going to take off the paper and let's see what it looks like. Nice. Now, I did not glass the center because all this will be cut out, but I did glass where this is actually the usable part right here. So I didn't figure there was any need in glassing all this right in here. You can see the line where it's going to be cut out. So this is 3 layers of bidirectional on each side, and then there's 1 layer of unidirectional down at the bottom here. Alright, so I'll trim that up, and then today I'm going to work on the drip rail. The drip rail will be fit right in here, and the way I mark that is with a laser level. I just simply took this cheap laser level, place the board across the top there, and use this board here to put the laser level on like this. And as you see, the laser level, no matter where I move it, it's going to mark the angle. I put marks there, and so there you go. See that? Slightly off a little bit. There we go. So that's how I mark mine. And so right now I'm drilling these little dots that I made. So everywhere that I placed a dot, when I marked it with a laser level, I drill through it. Do this about every inch or so. One good advantage of making this template for your TB1 is that you can also double it as a router jig. So what I'm going to do, I've got the TB1 cut out, and so now I'm just going to route out the holes, and then I'm going to flux it into the turtleback. So this is my flush trim bit on my router, and notice the bearing is on the bottom, so I'm going to have to adjust the height and then flip the workpiece over and then route it from the top side. So this is just to give you an illustration. The router bearing will ride on the template, and the router will do the cutting. So I'm going to flip my piece over and let's get after it. I'm going to try to do this with one hand, guys, which I do not recommend, but I'm going to do this so you can hopefully see. Okay, so that's hard to do with one hand, and it's also very messy. So, anyway, I have a perfect cutout for my TB1. Okay, and here's what it looks like after I've cleaned it up and sanded it up. Alright guys, let's go put this thing in. Okay, here is the TB1 bulkhead in and glassed in. One thing that I did do that is not in the plans is, you see this right here, this is spar glass, reinforcement glass. I had some of that left over. I thought it'd just be cool just to put a layer between the TB1 and the turtleback, just to give it a little extra rigidity. So, not a big deal, didn't add much weight, but hopefully it'll give it quite a bit more strength. And we got our drip rail in. Basically I just used 5-minute epoxy and held it in by hand best I could. So, turned out okay. Okay, the drip rail has dried, cured overnight, and that looks real good, nice and smooth. I have trimmed the edges, and today I'm going to remove it from the jig. So let's see how this goes. I've already slid the, put the instructions, you're to slide a hacksaw blade, and this is what I have. Slid it like right here in between there to help break the seal from whenever we 5-minute epoxied it. So anyway, let's break this thing out of the mold, see what happens. All right. Okay. Okay, this is what it looks like after I've taken off the little metal flanges there, and I've got it sitting over here on the floor on top of the jig. So, next step is to kind of contour this. Actually looks pretty good. Heck, I want to sit it on the plane and see what it looks like. Okay, I'm sorry guys, but I just had to set my turtleback on the fuselage. Just getting a good idea. I think it's going to look cool. Yeah. Alright. Y'all comment. Tell me what y'all think. It's going to be a good looking cozy, I think. We'll see.